Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. Between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders.
Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buzz. Still feel paralyzed, the ups and downs. Friends just having kids ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a life with no love? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source?
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends that they in favor, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Williams. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he gets up for a game of about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd.
What is it on? Here we go.
3rd and long. I'm going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Now, tight ends, these guys, not the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
What is it?
On the red zone now. Drops it underneath, Swift. And just stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go.
Chicago.
Fullback's got it. Look at the power. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Rangers, 7 Cougar 19, Pioneer, Mustang 19. Ready, right?
Daniels going to throw to get us started. And his first offering in the game lines up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
3rd down run from White. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Panther 60, Panther 60, go!
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's secured by Brandon Cooks. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt, and in for the 1st time. And he dodged the tackle. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34. Daniels back to throw. This finds Cooks complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Hawk, shot alert, ready.
Krosky-Merritt on 1st down. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get it! Hey, check that, street. 19 Tiger, Panther 11. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. It will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Ready to go!
Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The left side is hauled in by Loveland. All right, short of the market for the moment. They've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
What is that?
Swift gets it on the option. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of a lone yard for Brock. That's all they needed. 1st down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
This is Loveland working the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week. During practice, they're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears break the tie here in the 1st. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Commanders 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is going get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn heads. I'm running up this door.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, not trap 50.
Rolling on 1st down. Daniels. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4.
Bronco 80. Warriors 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain. They picked up 3, 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's struck down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Daniels on first down. That's McLaurin with a catch out left.
Daniels pass.
He'll get up to the
Complete
44.
to Terry McLaurin.
Offense in the hurry up
10
here.
yards on the pickup.
70,
It's
7
second
Pirates,
and
7
inches
Pirates.
at the 44-yard line.
3. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A 5-yard gain.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work with.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Let's go.
That's completed out to the right. He's down the sideline into the red zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in a second after coming into the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But they can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Got a man, Loveland has it. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
And the Bears first
Got
down.
the shotgun to get to Swift. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
DeAndre Swift, the ball
Fans
carrier.
love the long ball
He
in
was
baseball.
taken
It's
down
like they had the
by
home run
Jack
derby, but
Davis.
you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you got them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Williams to throw on third. Pass brought in by Burton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
9 yards. First down, Chicago.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this, a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested situations, and he couldn't.
And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another Bears first down.
Fullback trying to power it across. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Williams with the sneak. Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal. Offensive line fast.
Jordan.
One guy with it. And he's going to be stopped. Third goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal?
It's now 4th
Ooh,
down.
talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Williams throwing on 4th. Forced out to his right. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. We've set it down from 37.
Ready?
And off right side for Koski Barrett. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Needed to get it back and some change here. Second down.
70 Rangers, go!
Now Daniels to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Koski Barrett. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down.
Red, 60 Bobcat, 19 Tiger, not Dragon 60. Chop 60, chop. Ready?
They'll throw. 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. And Daniels with a smart business decision. Sliding down after getting that first. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
Right there, hurt.
First down.
Hurt.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Buffalo 18, 18 Rattler, 18 Warriors 70, Mustang 19, 19 Lion. Ready?
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone where things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Ready.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Ready. Come 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Daniels now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Panther 11. Come on. Set. Cowboy 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 70 Ranger, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 6 Dragon 60. Let's go.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pulled in by his back, White. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Bronco switch. Hut.
Going for it. It's Williams. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Williams.
Come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
And the Washington
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they have left in a methodical drive. Paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Let's see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and then picks up the first.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Daniels now on 1st down. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. He caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Hey, Smith! Get it! Ready!
Give to Williams from the gun. Drops that first guy. He had no gain on that 1st down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
I can probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake you got in chill.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready! Buffalo 18! Viking 18!
From the gun, it's Daniels. It's going to be dropped off across the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Ready, ready!
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Ready, ready.
That one's out and cut on the right side. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
What is up?
Williams from the gun. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
The Bears, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
What is up?
Williams on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Williams to throw on 1st. And oh, he got it! Interception! Quan Martin with the pick. He pays the price for the interception. Woo-hoo! Big hit brings it into that return.
You know, Kay, we've worked long enough together. You know exactly what I was saying to our producer and talkback. Circle that play. That could be the play we come back to when this game's all said and done and say it's a turning point play. You hate picks in the end zone, and you hate them in the 2nd half.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's complete right side. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Gotta be lying. Let go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Here we go. Go.
It's Krosky Merritt on 3rd. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let it up.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down Bears. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
What is it?
with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Number 2.
Second and 3 now.
Gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Williams. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Again, it's Williams. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jeff Jones has got it. And the Commanders are going to have him down for his second interception of the season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Ready.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second down now, 7 to go.
3, ready. 19, Tiger, 9.
Brosky Merrick gets it from the gun. Still working past the 40. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Ready.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35.
70, 19 tight. 60 bites. 6. Go check. Go check. Ready.
Rolling on first down. Daniels escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover. Wisely throwing it away.
Dragon 60. Ready.
The throw again on second down. Daniels. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Zay Frazier has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended towards running back. That brings up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. To throw is Williams. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Just couldn't find all the Doomsday there. And things a little tougher now with third and long.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. Sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Third down. Here's Williams. Look at that power. Deep left side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here's Williams again. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 70, Timberwolves. Ready?
Not to turn by that pick. He's throwing again. Went up a receiver screen. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
10 yards on the
We've reached the end of 3 in our week 1 opener. It's the Commanders who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this through the end. Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
No! Here we go, here we go! Huh.
Giving this to Merritt. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches can't say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt. They'll try to run it in. But he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
Commanders 31. Bears. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Motion, KC!
Working from the gun, Williams. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. The Bears cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Like.
Starting on the ground here, Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Ready.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Offense in a hurry up here.
60 Bison.
That's good.
Liking
For
it, team.
Commanders, 1st down.
Rig alert.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Daniels on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered take over possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
First down, here's Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Williams off the play fake. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down Chicago. Two set of downs for him. Starts at the 38. First down, Williams to throw. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's another Bears first down.
Williams from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 10.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Roman Dudes a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th.
Commanders 31, Bears 28.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. We'll give it to Krosky Merritt. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Check, Bobcat. Here we go. Start. 70 Timberwolf. Rig. Rig. Hurt. Go.
Running once again with Krosky Merritt. Escapes a defender. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
65, 70, ready.
They're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Back to 60, back to 60.
It's 4th down.
Going for it with Krosky Merritt. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
On the tackle.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, A little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense. Keep him from the first, get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
2 yards on the pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Bears down by only 3. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. He's marked short after a gain of 7. Third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
He's got his man. This is Walker. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball out of the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Swift. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Keeps away from one. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have taken the lead late. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Commanders 31. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Come on.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one doesn't go far. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the
Setting up to
22-yard line.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears make the play that should win them this game.
That's down 2, Kate, but they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep beating that fullback, baby. And some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 8.
That run may not have gotten you at first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Ready, set.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
His effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand at thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And It's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Bears take this one on the road. One day.